Students across the country are returning to school over the coming weeks, and some may be walking into empty classrooms. From hiring teaching students to veterans, states are trying to make up for the so-called teacher shortage. Our next guest, Bright Horizons CEO Stephen Kramer, joins us now to discuss. And Stephen, you are in daycare centers predominantly. Teacher shortage, obviously something that I'm sure is affecting your business. You employ more than 15,000 teachers in the U.S. What are you specifically seeing?
Yeah, so we are certainly seeing shortages across the industry as it relates to early childhood education, all the way up through primary and secondary education. At Bright Horizons, we're very focused on being an employer of choice. We continue to make investments in wages, as well as a free teacher degree program that allows us to hire for attitude and train for skill. And so ultimately are looking to overcome what is broad-based shortages with that kind of investment.
And Stephen, so certainly you have announced a couple of initiatives in order to tackle the teacher shortage. What do you make of some of the states that have come out and announced that they are offering veterans who haven't necessarily finished their bachelor's degree that they could then come into the classroom and teach students? Some other states are saying that if you're in school pursuing your degree in teaching, you would typically be a student teacher, you can now come into the classroom to teach. Is that the right way, you think, to approach this?
So look, at Bright Horizons, we are always focused on quality. And I think it's really important to make sure that anyone who is going to be a primary teacher in a classroom be prepared to be able to do that in a way that is high quality. And so to the extent that they are providing really good support to these individuals, as well as allowing them to be mentored by others who are experienced teachers, then perhaps it is possible that with that additional support, they're able to execute in a way that is high quality. But again, I think that it's really important to remember that education and delivering high quality education starts with really high quality practitioners. And so I think they need to go in with real focus and caution around making sure that they are providing the support that is necessary to do that.
And Stephen, obviously, a lot of people were pulled out of the workforce during COVID. A lot of people had to even, obviously be away from work to take care of their kids when a lot of these daycares closed. Where are you now in the sort of hiring process and the recovery process?
Yeah, so look, back in March and April of 2020, we were in the unfortunate position because of the pandemic to have to close more than 80% of our childcare centers globally. And the reality is over the last 18 to 20 months, we have been in a rebuilding phase, both from a bringing back our teachers as well as bringing back families and enrolling families back in our centers. And I'm really proud of the great work of our teachers and teams in our centers who have had the ability to continue to ramp up in that way. And so we are in the final stages of our recovery, going back and heading towards pre-pandemic levels. Couldn't be more pleased with the progress that we're seeing.
Stephen, you guys done some interesting research there, and you call it the Modern Family Index, not the television show. What's the biggest shift you've noticed from the parents that utilized your services now that we are fully, as you said, coming out of the pandemic?
Yeah, it's interesting. What we're seeing is an incredible amount of stress among working families. And again, I don't think that that is any surprise vis-a-vis what has been an incredibly difficult period. That said, the need for high quality childcare has never been stronger, right? So as employees, working parents emerge from the fog that has been the pandemic, they are really focused on making sure that they have really strong supports as it relates to their care arrangements. And at the same time, their employers' expectations of their productivity and what they bring to the workforce is as high as it's ever been before. And so really proud to be able to support tens of thousands of families as they juggle the difficulties of caring for their children, as well as being a productive employee.
And supporting what you said there, 60% of working parents say that their work benefits are insufficient to both take care of their family and get their jobs done. You're certainly trying to fill that void. What else needs to be done to help these parents?
Yeah, look, it's been a great awakening among employers because one of the primary things that they're hearing from their employees as they are expecting them to be more focused on their work and in many cases come back to the office, childcare arrangements are really difficult. There is a shortage in this country around high quality childcare, and certainly employers, more than ever before, are investing in making sure that their employees have both access and are able to afford childcare arrangements. And so we're seeing companies like QuickFit. We're opening a new center for QuickFit just next week. And we're seeing organizations like them who are really taking matters into their own hands, looking to support their employees very directly through on-site childcare. And then we have over 1,000 employers now who are supporting backup care, which is when traditional care arrangements break down. The employer really supports, both financially and through access to Bright Horizons services, the ability for that employee to not miss a beat and be able to either get to the office or minimally be able to be productive for that day.
Yeah, affordable childcare, one of the great challenges facing our economy. Bright Horizons CEO Stephen Kramer, great to have you, sir. Thank you.